Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalatu wassalamu alayka ya Sayyidi ya Rasulullah wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Sayyidi ya Nurullah. Respected viewers and listeners, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu wa maghfiratuhu. Islam khatra mein hai. Respected viewers and listeners, Islam is in danger, and particularly for my Ahl Sunnah brothers, the brotherhood of Ahl Sunnah, the mainstream Islam, the moderate Islam, the traditional conservative Islam, the orthodox Islam, which traditionally practiced by over 90% of the Muslim Ummah, which adhered to Sunni Islam. It is very scary that today a large number of our youth, a significant proportion of young people, young Sunni Muslims, have abandoned the madhab of their ancestors and have gone astray, have basically converted to other sects and parties or other philosophies which are contrary to Sunni Islam. A lot of them are becoming Shia or sympathetic towards Shia or sort of pseudo Shiite mentality. A lot of them have become Wahhabis. A lot of them have become Salafis. A lot of them have become liberals. A lot of them have become sort of reformist, Quran only, Hadith rejectors, materialists and naturalists as well. So this is a very great fitna of our time. We have to, we ordinary Sunni Muslims have to assist our Sunni ulama and Sunni preachers in trying to regain the flock that has been led astray. At least some of that flock that has been led astray, we want to regain them. We want to make them understand that Sunni Islam is the original Islam, which has been continuously present, generation for generation upon generation, since the very beginning, since the inception, since the time of my master, the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in the 7th century of the Common Era, and since the time of his rightly guided successors, Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, and Ali, may Allah be pleased with them, and since the time of the great awliya that emerged, the great Sufis that emerged, all of the great awliya, all of the great saints of Islam, all of the great Sufis of Islam, they were from this madhab, they were from the Sunni madhab. They were not from the other madhahib or the other sects. They were from the Sunni madhab. And so now today, because of some devilish people who are calling people to the gates of hell, that they have addressed themselves as Islamic preachers, but don't be fooled by their appearance. They are wolves in sheep's clothing, and they are misguiding the youth, and they are getting the youth to basically leave traditional Sunni Islam, and they make certain very stupid objections. They say that the Sunni Muslims, these are all grave worshippers, God forbid, or these are people that are steeped in innovations. They celebrate the birthday of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They say that we are innovators because we practice isal al-thawab, meaning we do good deeds with the intention of donating the reward of those good deeds to the deceased. For instance, we read the Quran for the deceased, or we offer salah for the deceased, intending to transfer the reward of those to the deceased. This is called isal al-thawab, and this is a traditional practice of Sunni Islam, which other sects have objected to and called that this is and deemed to be innovative. Therefore, respected viewers and listeners, we have to defend the traditional Sunni creed and the traditional Sunni practice, because if we allow these other sects and these other parties and these other ideologies to gain a foothold, then it will result in a great destruction for the ummah, a great harm for the interests of the ummah, not just the religious side, but even the socio-political. We have seen, for instance, that the consequence of Wahhabism spread terror, it spread terrorism, it spread bloodshed, Muslims killing Muslims, takfir, and suicide bombing and violence and all sort of black deeds. That's all from the fitna of Wahhabism. My master, the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said that from Najd shall come the horn of Satan. From Najd shall come the horn of Satan. And so the horn of Satan, I believe that this prophecy was fulfilled with regard to the Wahhabi fitna that started in the 18th century of the Common Era, or the 13th century after Hijrah, in the form of this individual named Ibn Abdul Wahhab, who was a neo-Kharijite. As per our Sunni ulama, read up what Allama Ibn Abidin Shami rahimahullah said about the Wahhabis, that they are Khawarij, they are Kharijites. Likewise, from the fitna of Shiism, you see again bloodshed and violence and uprising against the government and division, and they have created hostility. They have spread poison in the hearts of the Muslims concerning the illustrious successors and Sahaba of the Prophet, and even his wives, the mothers of the believers. So we have to defend the creed of Sunni Islam against the fitna of Wahhabism, against the fitna of Shiism, and now a new fitna that has risen, the fitna of the liberals and the feminists and the secularists and the socialists and the pluralists and the reformists who want to reform Islam. They want to change Islam, and they're teaching all sorts of blasphemous doctrines. They say that the Quran, it is not the word of Allah, it is the word of the Prophet ﷺ. Thereby they want to indict the Quran as a man-made text and not a divine text. Therefore they will question the authority of the Quran. We have to be aware of all of these fitan, and we have to take a stand against it, and we have to defend the orthodox Sunni Islam and the orthodox Sunni Islamic lifestyle. There are many factions that have risen that are questioning the validity of the hadith and saying that the hadith it is not an authoritative source in Islam. Some say it is only useful for understanding history, or some say that it is only applicable to the time of the Prophet and his successors, or some say that it is totally fabricated, God forbid. So and the hadith is an integral part of Islam, an integral source of Islam, because there's the words and actions of my master, the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. May my mom and dad be sacrificed for his sake. One of the beautiful things about Sunni Islam is in our Sunni Islamic culture that we show immense love and devotion and reverence for the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as opposed to the other sects which attempt to diminish his elevated rank and his exalted status. Therefore, we Sunni Muslims, we should be aware of all of these tribulations. And I invite the people, the youth that have left the fold of Sunni Islam to return to the way of your ancestors. All of your ancestors were Sunni Muslims. Those that are Wahhabis, their forefathers were Sunni Muslims, because Wahhabism is a new sect. It comes from the 18th century of the Common Era. It doesn't have roots in Islamic history, unlike Sunni Islam. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.